7:12 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Dominic Ferriello will be here in about 45 minutes to take your legal calls. If you're somebody who thinks you might need a lawyer, criminal, DUI, got in an accident, something, Dom's here, as he has been for the last 8 years, to help you out and take your legal calls. Saturday, we're at LBC. An Accident on Travel is booking you to get on the cruise. I can't stress enough, if you want to save some money, to do it before March, because that's when the prices go up. The rooms that we're holding, if you don't get a deposit in before March, you're going to go and pay a higher price. Call them up after the show today, 727-786-3336. It is Accent on Travel in the Palm Harbor area. Call them and get on the cruise ship. I love when I tell you guys to do that, and then after the show, you snap me pictures of your reservation. Confirmation, yeah.
Nice.
I like it. We're getting a nice crowd of people going. Usually when we get this many this early in the year, you know it's going to be insane. So, well,
it's going to be good because you don't have to go far. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to take time off work.
Right.
All that stuff. So.
A lot of drinking.
Yeah.
Drew's going. It'll be fun. Time now to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Do you know who Kimberly and James Sneed are?
Kimberly and James Sneed. That's Little Kim.
No.
And Jim Sneed. Big Jim Sneed. No, I have no idea.
Big Jim Sneed. Kimberly and James Sneed are the couple who took in Florida school shooting suspect Nicholas Cruz.
Oh, those poor people.
Yeah, after his adoptive parents' deaths, they gave their first television interview on ABC's Good Morning America on Monday. This is what they had to say. We have some video on Bone TV as well. Check this out.
Was there anything unusual, out of the normal with his behavior before that day?
No. The only thing that was maybe different was that he didn't go to school. He usually drives him to school with him in the morning. He didn't go that particular morning, which sometimes happens. And
he said he didn't go to school on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But when did you realize what he had done?
After the SWAT team called me and asked if I knew where my son Nicholas was. And I said, he's not my son, but I don't know where he's at. And at that point, I got in touch with my son, who was fleeing the scene at that point. And a description came out, and we put two and two together, me and my son, and we figured out what was happening.
And what was going through your mind when this happened? Did you both find out at the same time?
No, she was home sleeping. And at that point, I was panic-stricken for her safety, so I called the SWAT officer back to get the police back to my home to check on her.
Way to call her out on national television. She was still sleeping.
This one here.
Yeah.
She don't like to get up early. I feel bad for those people. They were doing a nice thing by taking this kid in, and he's right. It's not his son. They're basically just landlords to the kid. He's 19 years old, and now they have that burden of wondering if they could have done something.
Yeah.
You know?
In the aftermath of the shooting, it has led to the closure of one small business. According to the Miami Herald, the owners of Sunrise Tactical Supply in Coral Springs, Florida, the shop that authorities said in November sold suspected shooter Nicholas Cruz the AR-15 assault weapon that was used in the shooting last week, has been closed indefinitely. Both owners are, according to their attorney, distraught.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're also probably crapping their pants to see if they did something that they shouldn't have done.
Yeah,
you know?
According to them, that everything was on the up and up and everything, but I'm sure that people are just freaking out, and calling the store and emailing and probably showing up and, all kinds of stuff.
Shut it down for a little while at least. Open up somewhere else under a different name.
Maybe. Maybe that'll happen. President Donald Trump has apparently endorsed one-time adversary and former presidential candidate Mitt Romney as Romney runs for Senate in Utah to replace Senator Orrin Hatch, who is retiring.
It's gotta hurt so bad.
Well, it's funny because Trump tweeted this out. Mitt Romney has announced he is running for the Senate from the wonderful state of Utah. He will make a great senator and a worthy successor to Orrin Hatch, and has my full support and endorsement. That is from February 19th, 2018.
You know that's gotta hurt him.
Which was yesterday, right?
Uh-huh.
This is from February 25th, 2016, from Donald Trump. Mitt Romney, who was one of the dumbest and worst candidates in the history of Republican politics, is now pushing me on tax returns. Dope.
Listen,
awesome.
He wants a Republican in there, and he wants a guy who he knows is going to win. A guy who replace a guy who's been there for 100 years.
Yeah.
Orrin Hatch has been there since the beginning of time.
Twitter doesn't forget, though.
No, it does
Twitter
not.
doesn't forget. Don't pretend like you're friends now.
It does not, man.
One of the dumbest and worst candidates in the history of Republican politics. And then,
But the same guy who endorsed a child rapist because he was like, oh, we don't want the other guy to get in.
Yeah, unbelievable. So have you heard about the Olympian Elizabeth Swanee?
I'm not sure. Is she the one that gave him quite a show the other day?
What is?
Oh, there was a second.
One?
There was the first one. There was an Asian one whose top fell off, and then there was one with a nice little nip slip the other day.
No, this one is an American, but she competed in the Olympics yesterday by totally working the system. She is not a world-class skier. She's not even really a good skier.
I love her. I love her already.
But she made it through by competing in a sport where there aren't enough competitors to fill out the field.
It's like the Jamaican bobsled team.
She's an American, but she competed for Hungary because her grandparents made her eligible. Here is how her run goes. We have some video up on Bone TV.
That's her?
Yep. All she
So far,
does,
so good.
Yeah, she just goes back and forth. That you're supposed to be doing tricks.
Yeah.
She's in the
You're
Olympics.
supposed to be flipping and doing stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Her whole thing that she does, though, is she goes around to the different places and she finishes in the top 30 of the World Cup events where all the competitive skiers are at different competitions. So as long as she doesn't fall, she does well enough to get through, and now she's in the Olympics.
Awesome. Good for her.
That's genius.
Yeah.
She's my hero.
And then, of course, she goes and competes for Hungary instead of the U.S. because we have enough in the U.S. Hungary's like, yeah, we'll take you. I guess. That's
right?
fine.
I could watch this for hours.
Yeah.
Just her going up a
She
half
was
pipe.
literally just going on the half pipe, just going back and forth,
Yeah.
not doing anything.
Yeah. Like, come on, right there. Just turn it a little.
Oh,
just give me a
no.
little kick.
You got to
Lift one leg. Lift one leg.
In her interviews, she's just got to be so psyched. Like, I did it.
Yeah.
I'm in the Olympics.
Hey, guys, didn't fall.
Yeah.
Didn't fall again today.
Where are the Olympics? South Korea? North Korea? South Korea.
South Korea, yeah. It wouldn't be in North Korea.
Right? So it's wintry there?
Is it in South Korea?
I don't know.
Where are the Olympics?
I don't know.
Pyongyang. Where are they at?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, South Korea.
So it's cold there and
Pyeongchang.
Pyongyang.
No,
Gang.
no.
It's pronounced, if you know
It's
anybody
not.
that's Korean, it's pronounced
In
gang.
fact, they pointed it out that everybody keeps on pronouncing it wrong. It's actually Chung.
Listen, you're the only guy in the world to know how to pronounce Wonder Woman's name,
Gal
so I'm not
Gadot.
going to argue
Yeah.
with you.
That's it. Got it.
Well, I'm gonna be in the curling from Uzbekistan next
Yeah.
time. Yeah. Where's the Harry Potter prison?
Azkaban.
Yeah, I'm gonna represent Azkaban.
All right. Just don't fall.
Yeah.
Scientists working for Google's parent company, Alphabet, have used artificial intelligence to determine a person's risk of having a heart attack from their retinal scan. The method involves analyzing blood vessels in an area of the eye called retinal fundus. The researchers developed the algorithm in the hope of making accurate assessments of patients' cardiovascular health more quickly and easier than current methods. So they can just go in, scan your
Awesome.
eye, tell you whether you're going to have a heart
Yeah,
attack.
okay,
That's
but
great.
they're not telling you how to not have a heart attack. They're
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
no.
oh, yep, you're screwed.
Yeah, for sure. But you
Well,
know,
if you are screwed, then they have to go in and clean out the plaque or do whatever's the
Oh, so
problem.
they're picking it up. They're telling you how how bad the heart is.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they can scan your eyes and go, listen, you're going to have to schedule a surgery because
Yeah.
we need to get in there and clean some stuff
Yeah,
out.
it's better than them going through your groin to get into one of your.
Yeah.
Yeah, or, 2 weeks from now, you're going to have a grabber.
Right.
So
Where
if
can
you
we do this?
stop that
Just asking for a friend.
Google's parent company, Alphabet. They're working on it, so.
Spanish, book me a
prototype.
flight to Alphabet.
yeah, I gotcha.
Chick-fil-A, a Georgia woman, is accused of claiming to be a federal agent. Cops said that Tara Marie Slolam pretended to be an agent to get a discount at Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
She stated that she was undercover, according to the warrant. Police said that she claimed to be with the Georgia Bureau of Investigations. Of course, GBI has no record of her being an officer.
She's undercover.
Yeah.
She
They're going to disavow her if she's ever caught at Chick-fil-A.
She was arrested on charges of impersonating an officer and disorderly conduct. We have a picture of her. There is the.
Oh, yeah. She seems like she'd be undercover.
Yeah.
Am I wrong in saying we've done a story like this before at Chick-fil-A where somebody pretended to be a cop to get a discount?
I believe
thought
so.
it was a soldier was like the last one. Because they
Stolen
dressed up
Valor?
in their fatigues, yeah.
Well, maybe that was it. I don't remember.
How much is Chick-fil-A charging?
That's what I'm saying.
People are,
Right?
needing a discount. Speaking of chicken, KFC is running out of chicken. The fast food chain has been forced to temporarily close hundreds of restaurants in the United Kingdom
Because of too many kernels.
after a logistics snafu stopped chicken deliveries. About 800 of the company's roughly 900 locations in Britain were closed as of midday on Monday. KFC, which is owned by Taco Bell and Pizza Hut parent Yum, said that the chicken shortage has been caused by, quote, couple of teething problems and its new delivery partner, DHL. KFC said that it's too early to say how long it will take to restore to normal service.
You know, it'd be great if they do the retina scan right there at Taco Bell
no, you don't want
or
that.
before you order.
Yeah, whether
scan your retina.
And if you got a bad heart, you can't order.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
that'd be
don't want
so
to take the risk.
disheartening.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they
KFC
don't
bowls.
come back and sue us because you're stuffing your fat face. Not allowed to
I
do
would
that.
eat the hell out of some Taco Bell right now.
Dude, those KFC bowls with the taco meat, where if you go to like one of the KFC taco bowls together,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
dude, you can have a mix.
mixing?
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
so
You never
good.
had a Pizza Hut pizza with tacos on it? I just combine whatever I see. There's a Long John Silver and Taco Bell in Oldsmar. I'm like, give me a
Fish taco.
fish taco. Give me
Please.
some tacos with clam strips on them.
Yeah. You can do that. Do a little fish taco. Although, I got to be honest with you. You got me so excited. That taco meat pizza would be delicious. Do you remember Godfather's Pizza? Is
Yeah.
that still around or
Yeah.
no? It was in like gas stations mostly.
Yeah.
But they had a taco pizza.
What?
Yeah, and they would like I don't remember what all was on it, but it tasted
So
like tacos.
good.
It was
Yeah.
whatever was left over.
Oh, don't
I
say
think they had like bean dip and stuff.
It's so good. Queso stuff.
Speaking of eating Spanish, be
Yeah.
careful because you use Uber Eats a lot.
I know, yeah. All the time.
An Uber Eats driver wanted in connection for the fatal shooting of a customer over the weekend shot the victim in self-defense. That's according to the suspect's attorney. Robert Bivens, he's 36 years old.
Wasn't he in Belle Biv DeVoe?
Oh, maybe. Well, there's a picture of him up on Bone TV there. I don't think that's Belle Biv.
It might be.
Could be. Turned himself into authorities around 3 p.m. on Monday after police secured a warrant for his arrest on a felony murder charge. Bivens was taken to the Fulton County Jail and booked on the felony murder charge related to the killing of Ryan Thornton, who is also 30, lives in Atlanta. The victim went down to meet the driver, received his orders, and began walking away from the vehicle. As the victim was walking away, it appears words may have been exchanged between he and the delivery driver, and then shots were fired from the delivery vehicle, striking the victim. That escalated quickly.
Right?
Here's
Don't
your food.
say anything.
Yeah, faster next time. What'd you say? Ba 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 ba. Crazy.
He smacked it up, flipped it, and rubbed it down.
Uber Eats really is one of the best things ever, but just recently I've cut back on the Uber Eats because one of the drivers was like Spanish, and I was like,
Oh, so weird.
Yeah.
What?
So weird. I know it's the same thing. I know it's the same as a guy who delivers pizzas or a guy who delivers whatever food, the Uber Eats guy. It's the same thing, but for some reason it's different. It's just a guy delivering the food.
Yeah.
You don't have the uniform on.
Right,
You're
yeah.
freaking me out. Your car doesn't have
Absolutely.
whatever company I'm ordering food from.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I can't. I've never
I got
ordered
worse.
from Uber Eats.
I got
It's
one worse
awesome.
for you. I was in a restaurant the other day, a cafe, and they serve lunch as well. And the Uber Eats driver came to pick up the food to bring it to the people.
Uh-huh.
And he had some sort of weird disability.
Oh, no.
Like he had a stroke or something.
Okay.
It just grossed me out.
Oh.
I was handing me my food.
Yeah, no. I got a bag once that was opened, and you can like contact Uber Eats. And I contacted them, and they emailed me back, and they were like, sorry, this will never happen again. And I wanted to email back and be like, but what did the driver say was why the bag was open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
What?
rummaging through your
Yeah, it's like, is that what
fries.
it is?
You having a couple fries?
No.
A couple of your cinnamon twists?
Don't do that.
Right?
Don't
Like
do
we
it.
had that guy who was in the elevator and he was eating slices of pizza.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Or the toppings. He was eating the toppings. I guess if it was sliced,
So
you'd
mad.
notice that for sure. He just had a couple toppings and stuff, which is unbelievable. That I mean,
What's better, that or the guy got caught peeing in the hallway?
Oh, that's pretty rough.
peeing in the hallway,
That's
I don't
pretty
mind
rough,
as much
yeah.
as somebody touching my food and eating some of the toppings off there.
I don't know. The
So
peeing in the hallway
hungry.
guy was pretty amazing.
Somebody on a flight from Turkey to Moscow posted a cell phone video of a woman doing something that you probably shouldn't be doing on an airplane.
Yoga?
No, not yoga. Would you like to guess some of the things? Oh, there's the guy eating that stuff. So yoga, no.
Can't smoke on an airplane.
No,
Right.
can't smoke.
She was...
You can only hope it's pleasuring herself, but it's probably not.
yeah.
No.
She was practicing some type of musical number?
No.
Megan Rice.
No.
Was she cooking something?
I'll tell you, it involved the air vent.
Oh.
Drying her shirt.
Very close.
Airing something out.
But worse.
Her underwear?
Bingo.
Oh, no.
We have the picture and we have the video up here on Bone TV. Check this out. She is holding her underwear up to the vent in the airplane full of people drying her underwear.
Why are her underwear?
Who knows?
And was she wearing them?
She was doing it apparently for about 20 minutes on and off, just holding it up and turning the underwear. Like, wouldn't you go, hey, Stinky McGee?
Yeah.
Get your
I don't know. I'd have to see what she looked like first.
Yeah.
No.
And she's hot. You'd be like, oh, my God, this is the best
Can you
flight
anchor
ever.
that this way?
She's got nice arms. Her arms don't look too fat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Her underwear looked nice and little.
yeah.
I
Nice
allow
Apple
it.
Watch.
I'm not mad at her.
But I mean, come on.
She's going
Yeah,
to a
it's gross.
specific spot, too. Look at
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone had a leak. Someone needs someone needs pause pads.
Poise pad.
Pause pads.
Pause pads for dogs.
Either one would work for her.
Old dogs have pause pads.
No.
Come on, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Are you
Look,
peeing
she's
all-
trying to crank up maximum air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got it stretched out.
Oh, yeah. Get it right in there. Oh.
Okay.
What
Like,
is
you'd
wrong
have
with
to say
people?
something. You'd have to say something,
Yeah,
right?
you ask her if she wants to
Yeah.
grab a drink when the plane's over.
I would say you have the scent of a beautiful lady.
I'd go, here, just give them to me.
Wouldn't it be great if you next to her and you tapped her on the shoulder and she's like, yes. I'm like, your musk is ruining my day.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I am not having
Yeah.
the fish for
You
dinner.
need to see a doctor, lady, because that is not healthy.
Did you just have the halibut?
Yeah.
That's not going to dry, by the
Yeah.
way. That is, that looks like it's solid.
That is staying.
Last week, we talked about Lucky Charms. They announced that they were killing off the yellow and orange hourglass marshmallows.
Which we didn't know existed anyway.
Well, they just revealed its replacement. I have a feeling that your daughter's going to be excited
I
about
saw
this.
it.
It is a magical unicorn marshmallow that's white with blue and purple swirls on the mane and horn. Boxes with the new unicorn marshmallows are already shipping out.
When did Unicorn make like such a big comeback?
Oh, since the bronies and all that became
Yeah,
big.
they've been back for a while.
When the
Yeah.
mermaid thing happened, everyone
What
just
mermaid
wants to be
thing?
like mystical.
Right, yeah.
You know?
People are sick of being humans.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's unicorn blood in Harry Potter. Spoiler alert. So keep your eyes
then
open.
don't spoil it.
Well, I mean, it's nothing
You're supposed to
crazy,
say
but-
spoiler alert before you spoil it.
Yeah, but
It's been
unicorns
out
are
long
big thing.
enough.
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Chipotle finally added a major new item to their menu last year with the queso, which nobody seemed to like that at all. So now they're thinking about adding another new item. Yesterday, they started offering quinoa at their test kitchens in New York, and they're thinking that people will add it to salads or order it instead of rice. There's no word on when they could roll it out to the stores nationally and stuff.
I love quinoa
Yeah.
if I don't have to make it.
They're working on it.
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, so you could have that instead of rice in your burrito or
Yeah.
something, or put
Perfect.
it with your salad and do all that
We'll
stuff.
get one right now.
A woman in England was upset that an ambulance had parked in front of her house on Sunday, so she left a note telling them to move it. The cop said that she was creating an abusive environment for the paramedics, so they arrested her for a public order offense.
Awesome.
She actually wrote on the note, she goes, I don't give an S if this whole neighborhood falls into the earth. Whatever. Yeah, she was mad. She was like, yeah, if your ambulance isn't for Unit 14, you can't park here.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus, lady, what is going on in your life?
A Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputy pulled over a Miami resident named Stephanie Roch, 30 years old, about 11 a.m. after she made a complete stop in her SUV in the center lane of the road. The cops found an open 12-pack of beer next to her kid in the back seat, with 3 beers missing. The woman's driver's license was also suspended, and the deputy noticed she had a strong smell of alcohol, according to the arrest report. And
Doesn't matter if a license was suspended. We learned that on live
Yeah, it
PD.
doesn't matter.
Nobody has a license anymore.
And she admitted she had just gotten out of rehab earlier that day. She was arrested and charged with DUI. The King of Wakanda reigned supreme this holiday weekend as Disney's Black Panther proved to be a pop culture phenomenon, shattering box office records with an estimated $235 million in the U.S. and Canadian ticket sales for the 4-day holiday weekend. The Marvel Entertainment release, the first global superhero blockbuster with an African-American director and mostly black cast, exceeded expectations and set records for February opening and for President's Day weekend debut. The previous record holder was Deadpool, which made $152 million domestically over the 4-day holiday in 2016. So they got $235 million.
And it had no black people in it.
No black people in what?
Deadpool.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. But 235 is what Black Panther made.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
yeah, it's
more.
great. They may see the last Spider-Man movie.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
Yes.
I watched that for the first time yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you
I
like
liked it,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's good, right? I like that kid. I liked Andrew Garfield better, but this kid's pretty good.
I watched it in protest of the all-black Panther movie.
Yeah.
Mix in some white people or I'm not going.
I need my
Racism.
Keaton. Yeah.
They have a couple white people. They have the one guy who played one of the Hobbits, and he was on The Office, the UK version.
What is he, a janitor or something?
And then
Yeah.
they have the guy who always plays the monkeys and stuff in
Andy
Gollum.
Circus.
Serkis, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the agent from Winter Soldier who's interrogates the general at first when they put him in his cell.
I love that Galvin we were talking about how it's an all-black cast, and Galvin just said the guy who plays the monkeys didn't even flinch because you were talking about the white guy. Yeah.
Plays Gollum.
And who else? He was Kong.
Yeah, I
He was
think
Kong,
so.
and he was
Caesar.
Caesar. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his job, this guy.
Right.
And he's on camera. And he's the guy who does monkeys. They said he was going to win an Academy Award for Caesar. Mm-hmm. And he's not even in the movie.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm not that impressed by that.
Really?
Yeah.
Caesar was pretty good.
Big deal. You can crouch and. Right? Guitar company Gibson reportedly is facing bankruptcy. I don't know how this is possible with Pete around.
They charge so much money for their guitars.
The company whose Les Paul and SG guitars have been played by generations of musicians, including stars such as Slash, Bob Marley,
Because they give them all away.
Angus Young, Ace Frehley, and countless others, was founded more than 100 years ago in Michigan. The CEO says that it's thought to be a race against time to decide whether to exchange the company's debt, look to try and pay it off using his equity, or try to declare the company bankrupt.
Yeah, and drive the price of those guitars way up.
By the way, the service that we use that has some news stories and different stuff and audio, they had a montage of different iconic songs that were played on Les Pauls.
Okay.
It started out with Sweet Child of Mine.
Okay.
It's wrong. That was recorded on an Epiphone.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because you probably couldn't afford a
It was a
Les
piece
Paul
of crap
guitar.
Epiphone, which is Gibson. It's a subsidiary of Gibson. It's their
Right.
cheaper version, whatever. But it was not a Gibson Les Paul, so I
Interesting.
didn't play it in protest. Get your stuff right.
I had a Gibson. I had the Epiphone Les Paul one time, and I think it's probably like $600 compared to the thousands of
Oh
dollars.
yeah, you can get a real Gibson Les Paul for $8,000, $12,000. Yeah. Especially if you're getting an older one and stuff.
But also goes to show you right here that it's not always a guitar. It's a guy
No.
playing the guitar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this is one of the best intros and solos ever in any rock and roll song. This is a really cheap one. All right, there you go. That's all
I
got.
can sing really
I
high.
Which is interesting because John plays an SG and Pete plays a Les Paul.
Oh man, fight to the death.
Yeah. So they're out of order. Word spread over social media yesterday that Sylvester Stallone had died of prostate cancer.
Oh.
It's not true.
No.
Not true. He posted a message, slided, that's what I call him, saying, quote, "Please ignore the stupidity, alive and well and happy and healthy, still punching."
Frank Stallone was going crazy.
No, was he?
Oh yeah, he was going on crazy, blaming all the Twitter trolls and He was angry at everybody.
Oh, easy, Frank.
Get over it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Relax.
Jennifer Lawrence, another rumor mill here. Jennifer Lawrence said she's taking off from movies for a whole year to work with an organization that fights political corruption.
That's real.
Her rep says that's not true.
She was on the news saying it.
Okay.
I saw it.
Then she needs a different rep because they're not communicating. Her rep says that that's not true. Jennifer has several projects in the development stage, and she'll return to work whenever one of them is ready to go.
Yeah, I saw her on the news saying it. She was going to work with these companies and these groups that do whatever. And
did she say she's taking a year off?
No.
That's the whole thing.
We know what that means.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm. In case you forgot, this happened the other day.
Never forget. Never forget.
That, of course, is Fergie singing. Fergie now admits her bizarre national anthem performance over the weekend didn't exactly land. She said, quote, "I wanted to try something special for the NBA. I'm a risk taker artistically, but clearly this rendition didn't strike the intended tone. I love this country and honestly tried my best."
I'm not mad at Fergie. Who cares?
I
she still hit some notes. She was still pretty good.
Here's the thing. I don't think anybody's mad at Fergie. Like, people are freaking out about it and stuff. It sounded bad. Fergie's a good singer. That was off, and it was a weird rendition. We're used to hearing the same kind of rendition normally. So whenever anybody kind of goes askew, you're like, I don't know whether that worked.
And what? But the thing is, it's like, you know, you're gonna sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
And you want to try something different. Maybe practice it and record it so you can hear what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Before you go out there and actually perform it in front of.
Maybe she did, and maybe she has too many people around her saying, "Yeah, you're great,"
crushed it.
you know. And she was like, "All right, everybody."
It wasn't so bad,
good.
except for that.
God.
That thing.
I love
You ever hear the Carl Lewis one? Remember Carl Lewis, the Olympian?
Oh, no.
The runner?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
This is a good one. I'll play it for you. This is from old school ESPN. They were calling him Francis Scott off key.
Zing.
The game last night, as any indication, as a public service, we present now only excerpts. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
All right, are we all ready?
Carl Lewis.
Here we go. Oh, say, can you see? And the rockets, red flag.
You got to see their faces.
Uh-oh.
Make up for it now. For the land of the free.
I used to love that guy. That guy.
Did he die?
I don't know. He used to do all the boxing stuff.
Yeah.
He was great. One of the greatest commercials for ESPN, and ESPN always has funny commercials. I remember they did a trade with Melrose Place, and they traded one of the hot girls from Melrose Place, and then Melrose Place got that guy with the beard and stuff, and they showed him out by the pool. He was cleaning the pool like he was on the show. Now they switched it. Let
me play. I got a compilation of some other horrible.
I remember the one where the girl, she was like a teenage girl, and she was singing, and
she forgot.
The coach came over and was singing behind her to kind of remind her what the words were. Yeah.
Oh. This is Carl Lewis wrapping up.
Oh, can you see?
Oh man.
By the dawn's early light.
That's not bad. That was Aaron Lewis. That wasn't bad.
And the dawn still be.
So.
By the way, that was in a Blackhawks game, and the players were just dying on the bench.
Gallantly streaming. And bright stars.
Through the perilous fight.
Oh, getting dirty with it.
So proudly we watched.
That's Michael Bolton.
Now, do you remember what the deal was with him?
He had what? It was echoing?
No, he had words written on his hand, and he would
they showed it. Let me rewind that.
Yeah.
Oh, you had to look.
Sea and the rockets. Red flag.
Red flag.
Uh-oh. I'll make up for it now.
Roseanne.
Oh, yeah.
Through the night.
That was Steven Tyler.
I
That was fine.
recognize the voice, yeah.
Was still there.
Christina?
I don't know who that is. That is not Christina Aguilera. It's some little brown chick.
Oh, Ron, do it.
Anyway, there you go. There's some other people. I don't think Fergie's was so bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's it.
That bitch can sing, though.
yeah.
Say what you want about her.
A sex tape Black China made with an unknown guy has leaked online.
I wouldn't. If you didn't tell me, I wouldn't know who it was.
But it doesn't appear that she has anything to do with it, and she wants the cops to track down whoever posted it. The video shows China going down on a mystery man. His face is never shown, but you can hear his voice. China's face is very clear when it's not being blocked. The 1 minute and 23-second long clip was first posted early Monday morning by an anonymous Twitter account. It appears to have been shot by the guy. Black China's attorney, Walter Mosley, says that he cannot comment on the video, but added, quote, "It's a criminal matter, and they're contacting police to investigate." China,
Is it a criminal matter if it's his tape?
Well, if it's revenge porn or whatever, if
That's
you're
what they're
putting it out
labeling
without
it
their
as.
consent. China claimed that she was a victim of revenge porn last year.
What if it's not revenge porn? What if it's just guys like celebrating it? I'm not trying to get revenge. I'm very happy, proud of it.
But if you don't have her consent,
I'm proud
I think.
porn.
So China claimed she was a victim of revenge porn last year when Rob Kardashian posted nude pics of her.
Yep, I remember that.
Despite the fact that she liked those images on Instagram and she had threatened to sue him.
But I remember that, and he was doing it, though, and saying, I'm getting even with her. You know, you want me to leak these? That's what he was saying.
Right,
so.
right.
So where do I find this video?
I guess go on Twitter and check it out. See if we can find it. Just put in Black China video.
So if I haven't searched that every day.
A study in 2013 found that guys find women in groups more attractive. The researchers dubbed it the cheerleader effect, and now a new study just backed it up. Doesn't even matter if you're the least attractive friend, just being in a group still makes you more attractive than when you're alone.
Okay, I'm going to explain that to you.
There you go, ugly. Get in a group.
I'm going to explain that to you. It's because when we look at the group, we analyze which one of you we think we can get. Like, there's always the prettiest one in the group. She may be out of my league. So then I trickle down and I go, which one of the other ones could I get? You know? So that's why we like a group. We like better chances.
Also, if it's just kind of an okay girl, but she's hanging out with hot girls, you're like, well, she must be cool.
Eventually.
There's something going on.
Oh, yeah, that.
Something's making them hang around or whatever. Yeah, or
eventually.
maybe I could bang her and one of her friends will walk in.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Charlie Steiner is the guy from ESPN, and he is now he took Vince Scully's place doing Dodgers baseball. That's why we don't see him on ESPN.
Oh, okay.
Not dead.
Okay.
Sorry, Charlie.
A new global survey by Time Out magazine asked people to name the sexiest accent in the world. In the world. What would you say? What is that, a little French there?
I don't know. Maybe for a dude, but for a girl.
Whatever accent Gail Gadot has takes my vote.
That would be Israeli.
Is that it? Yep, take it. Take all my money.
I like something that makes them sound dumb, even though they're not dumb. Like I want one that's gonna be like, you know, like they're just babbling fools.
Do you want to name any actual accents, or do you just want to keep making weird noises?
Sounds at you, Galvin. Guess what they are?
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Number 4.
Slovakian.
Slovakian, no.
French, obviously.
French is number 2 with 13%.
I want whatever Rihanna's got.
Oh,
Rihanna is
Dirty Island accent.
Yeah, she is something.
Jamaican,
Bohemian.
Bohemian.
I don't know.
I want Dirty Island.
By the way, I just analyzed it by saying Rihanna is something. Something.
You nailed it.
What do you got? Come on, accents. Sexy accents.
Colombian.
French is number 2.
Clearly, German's number 1.
No.
Die!
Right up there with Russian.
Colombian, not on the list.
Not even on the list?
Unbelievable. Yeah.
What's Penelope Cruz?
Penelope Cruz, yeah.
I want that.
And
Right.
Sofia Vergara is Colombian, and she's...
Yeah, like any kind of
yell at me, yeah.
Latin accent, I think, is the best.
Manny? I don't like
Oh,
that.
I love it.
Number 10, Japanese.
Oh,
Get
no.
it.
Number
Come
9.
on, they're all the same.
Number 9, Brazilian.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that, yeah.
Number 8, American.
Ooh.
Hey, woo woo.
Number 7, G'day, mate.
Australia.
Oh,
Australian.
no, really?
Yeah, number 6 is Scottish.
Gross.
Number 7 is, number 6 is Scottish. Number 5 is Spanish.
Yeah.
So does that encompass everything, or is that just...
No,
Yeah.
that's just Spanish.
Okay.
Because if you try to do Spanish, you're like, por favor, mi amor. That's Spanish.
Yeah.
But if you get Mexican, you're like, excuse me, put more. You know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
One day I put some bandito in one.
All right.
Number 4 is Irish. Number 3 is Italian. Number 2 we said is French. So number 1, what is number 1?
Indian.
French and Italian
No.
are even taken. What are the other Romance languages? Spanish, French, Italian.
Ooh, Latin. Nailed it.
It's not romance. It's not the language. It's the accent.
Yeah, but I got to think of the country and try to figure out the accent. I'm going to say Swedish.
No.
American Swedish.
We made Spanish spit up. Flurky.
Do you want to meet a geisha? Oh, no. I'm going to say Polk County.
Polk County.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, so a good accent would be like, you know.
South African.
No.
Close?
No.
Wakandan.
No.
A good one. It's Greek.
No. Carmen, you have any guesses over there?
Canadian.
Hey.
I don't know.
Talking about.
I thought you were going to say Connecticut.
Take off, hoser.
Dumb.
You're dumb. You're the
Carmen just tried to insult me by saying,
you're not even saying real accents. You're just making noises. So at least I came up with a real one.
you did.
Think Kate Beckinsale.
Welsh.
English.
Oh.
Isn't she English?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Or is she Welsh?
Yeah, no, she's English.
Yeah.
But English, Welsh, that's like
Yeah,
Mexican
right?
Spanish.
English is number 1 for the sexiest accent in the world. By the way, American was number 2 last year, and now
We dropped down.
number 8.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Too many
Not-
guys going,
not going great.
great.
Although I heard Americans in Australia really do well.
Let's
like
go.
they really like the American
Oh,
accent in
really?
Australia. Yeah.
Let's go rage. Yeah.
I'm dying to go to
I
Australia.
would love to go.
Yeah.
Doesn't it take like 24 hours to get out there?
Yeah, that's what everybody always says. Like, that's a big deal.
Oh, yeah. That's a huge deal.
Yeah,
Not if
sitting
you
on a
can-
plane.
Not if you can lay down. Get one of those ones where you can lay down in the plane and do that.
Take a bunch of Ambien and just time travel over there.
Yep.
So I go to
Wake up and be like, I was a kangaroo in my face.
I'm going to London for spring break, and I'm looking at the plane yesterday, and I'm not
Stop
enjoying
saying
it.
it like you're in college and you're taking spring break. You're in high school. It sounds weird. I'm going for spring break.
We got tank tops, neon tank tops, and glasses.
We're hoping to see some boobs this year.
Spring break
For the
2018.
kids' spring break.
Yes.
We're going to London. But anyway, I don't like the plane. So the beds are already sold out. Then there's like economy plus, which is kind of like first class. That's already sold out.
Oh, man.
Oh,
So now I'm like, I feel like I'm flying with the pets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I should
I
have
don't
booked
like it
earlier.
at all.
My
I know.
brother, we flew over to Italy, and it was like an 8-hour or a 10-hour flight from New York. And my brother had a emotional, nervous breakdown at 8 hours.
Why
and
was his
could
own
not
breath
handle
blowing
it.
back in his face?
No, we were in economy class, and I guess he just couldn't handle sitting anymore.
You guys are the tiniest thing. It's like
Oh,
my
dude.
kids
Still
love the flying
uncomfortable.
economy.
It was the funniest thing to watch, and I'm sorry if you're listening, Nick. I love you very much, but just to watch like hour after hour him get more and more crazy.
How
Okay.
much is it to have the lady in front of you drying her underwear the whole flight?
You want to know? You want to know uncomfortable? We're going to Ireland and I have a situation where it's Moose, me, and some guy. Okay, and then the guy is like, can I change with you so my wife could sit here? And I'm like, no, because we're traveling together, Moose and I. And it's not that I needed to be like by Moose, like he wanted to be by his wife, but you don't want to be uncomfortable next to somebody you don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm doing that for the security of both of us in the seat. And Moose goes, "I'll go," and he gets up and leaves me with the guy and his wife. The whole time. That was a total dick move. Total dick move.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
So here is the final thing in news. Are you grosser than the average American when it comes to your showering habits?
Grosser?
I have 5 stats from a recent survey. How often do you shower?
Once a day.
Once a day, Spanish? Carmen?
Once a day.
Once a day?
Unless I had like a crazy Saturday.
Yeah.
Then it's like 6 times a week.
Oh, man. Clean it all off.
Skip a day.
Well, I just like skip a Sunday occasionally, but that's rare.
All right, I shower every morning, except there's the occasional day where I oversleep. That happens maybe once a month or something
you're just
like that.
lazing around on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah, like a weekend.
Yeah. Weekends don't count.
Well, I'm like,
shower on weekends.
Just that. Like, if I wake up on Sunday at noon to watch football, I'm not taking a shower.
55% say at least once a day.
Right.
34% say every 2 days. 9% said once or twice a week.
That's good.
And 2% said only when they stink.
No, not cool.
What accents do they have?
Start getting ripe.
Yeah.
When you take a bath, do you usually take a quick shower afterwards to rinse off your own filth that you've been soaking in?
Yes.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but only after my mom had to explain the grossness of that to me.
I had to explain that to my kids.
Yeah.
I am 6'4". I haven't taken a bath since I was like 12 years old.
I got a long-ass bathtub.
Do you?
I could lay down in my bathtub and my feet stay in the water.
My bathtub is in my guest bathroom. My bathroom has a giant shower that you could literally have, 5 or 10 people doing karate tournament. So it's a shower, but I never take a bath. I'm not a bath guy. Yeah. It says 55% of people say yes, that they usually take a shower after the bath to rinse off. 45% said no. They're disgusting. Mm-hmm. Do you wash your hair first or last?
First.
First?
Yeah.
Yes.
First? Yeah. I always put my shampoo in and scrub it up and get the bubbles going, then wash everything else, and then rinse all at once.
Genius. You don't condition?
No, I use good shampoo.
You should condition.
This is the guy saying he uses good shampoo is the same guy who argued that he bought a shampoo from the dollar store.
Yeah. I used to buy, but now I like Tresemme.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Which isn't
ooh la la.
fancy or anything, whatever. But I use that. But it doesn't matter. This is gorgeous hair. It's not going anywhere.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, you need Moroccan nut oil.
Yeah,
and you're losing
keep it.
You're getting bald up there and
Taking
stuff. You're
biotin.
talking hair to this guy.
I'm
just
thinking
saying.
conditioner might be what's causing us to go
Is that
bald.
what it is?
Scientists actually want to figure out my hair. They said your hair is like the reverse of balding.
Yeah,
Perfect
you got
vision.
Benjamin Button hair.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It's unbelievable. 81% of people said that they wash their hair the first thing. 19% said they wait until the end of the shower.
Ew.
So, yeah. How often do you use a fresh towel?
Oh,
Yeah.
never. Never. If the cleaning ladies didn't take my towel, I would use it for every day.
That's gross.
Yeah, oh, my God. It's like a stiff board sometimes. Every day. I'm the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife would have a heart attack if she knew that.
Spanish?
I might wash my towel once every couple of weeks.
Oh, Carmen?
I get a new towel. I use 2 towels a week.
2 towels a week?
Yeah.
Oh, every day,
Like
same
so
towel.
like Wednesday I get a new towel.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. For a guy who makes $14 million a year,
You're gross.
I am gross. I use the same towel as long as I can. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd day I'm wearing these socks.
Oh, come on, vinegar feet.
That is so gross.
Vinegar feet.
I don't have time. I don't know where the socks are. I take them off when I get home, and I know where they are the next day.
Here's can I give you a piece of advice? Buy more socks.
I have plenty of socks.
No, you don't, because you don't know where they are. So buy more, so you're just overflowing with socks. I have so many socks, it's ridiculous. I have a hamper just for socks.
Yeah. So do I.
Socks.
I couldn't find the clean sock hamper today
Yeah.
because everything's been moved around.
I usually will get a new towel once a week at least.
Yeah, that's fine. But that's only if somebody changes it for me.
Yeah. And I'm using other towels sometimes too. You know what I mean?
I don't
do
like.
you use someone else's towel?
No. I'm saying I use like a smaller towel. Like sometimes and I use wet wipes a lot too. Ooh. Like if I go on the trails and stuff, I'll just my feet and legs will get dirt and stuff, so I'll just kind of use the wet wipe and clean them off and everything. And then a lot of times I'll use hand towels for stuff, whatever.
See, Blaine, if he can't find his towel or if there's not an extra towel, he'll use my towel.
Oh no.
That I literally, it enrages me.
No, I don't do that.
You know what you should do? You should start wiping Kenny's butt with your towel and hanging it back up and let him get a little pig face going on.
I have taken a shower, left my towel there, and the next day used the same towel, and it's still wet from the day before.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
Sorry, that's the reality of it.
So 49% said they use a fresh towel about once a week. 33% said it varies. 18% said they use a fresh towel every time they shower.
That's too much.
It's not if you're in a hotel. I can understand that. If you're washing your own
or
towel.
if you're at your grandma's.
By the way,
she always washes your
can
towel.
I point out something to people and maybe I don't know Spanish. Maybe I think Carmen's probably good on this. You probably I don't know. Get some nice towels. Invest in some nice towels. Like some of the big, fluffy, nice. It's just nice.
I got two big towels. That's it.
Do you guys not remember our towel debate that me and Blaine had? He was letting people use our bathroom towels for the pool. And he refused to buy pool towels.
Oh,
yeah, come on now.
You got to have pool towels.
That is the grossest thing ever.
We're not animals.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
And if it gets a hole in it or ripped, throw it away.
Throw it out,
Yeah, or it's used for
working
old
out or
rag
something.
stuff.
You guys are crazy. Yeah, that hole, you put your toe in the hole and you hold it at the bottom. This way you can.
My wife. So I have these really nice. I have these really nice, thick, comfortable green towels.
Yeah.
They're like Kelly green. They're very nice, very comfortable. She throws them in the wash and puts bleach. Now there's some sort of gray alien looking, and they smell like bleach. Like I go I hate bleach. I hate bleach more than anything in the world.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Not cool.
I wash my own towels now. And finally,
there's a video of Carmen showering on Bone TV.
Yes. And finally, do you ever pee in the shower? Spanish is excitingly nodding his head yes.
I do.
That's disgusting.
What? Get out of here. It all goes
That's
down.
gross.
Vinegar Feast calling you gross.
No,
I know.
I do it all the time. It is gross.
I don't think it's gross. I get right over the thing.
Oh, squatty potty.
Oh, no.
Why didn't you just go here then when the toilets were broken if you have such good aim?
Oh, listen, I've peed in the trash before. I have great aim. I'm telling you.
I have peed in the shower before, but not at my place.
Oh, no.
Like, maybe a hotel or something
I
like
pee
that.
every time in the shower.
Oh,
every day.
Sometimes if I'm in there with somebody else.
Mike and I, whenever we went into the bathroom and we weren't sure whether the toilets were working or whatever, he flushed it, and I go, water's just draining out into Keith's office right now. They're like, the pipes aren't hooked up. Why is it draining into the boss's office? We don't know. That's where they go.
Run.
Yeah. That is it for news.
You guys ever take a number two?
Oh, and here's something for you. I saw this the other day on Twitter or something, whatever, and I didn't realize whether it's weird or not. How do you put your socks and shoes on? Like, which sock and then shoe, and what do you do? How do you put your old stinky socks and shoes on?
I go socks first, then shoes.
Socks first, then shoes, Carmen?
Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot.
Okay, so sock, shoe.
Right, but I always go right and then left.
I will wipe the bottom of my feet off, put my socks on, wipe the bottom of my socks off, and then put my feet in my shoes.
So, but you do sock, shoe.
Yep.
I do sock, shoe.
Oh.
You do, huh?
You're crazy.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Socks, shoes.
That's like serial killers do that.
Yeah, right? Well, that's what it said. It was like, what kind of psycho does that? This kind of psycho.
Yeah.
I do that.
And you left with one foot dressed and the other one naked.
I do right foot, sock, then shoe, then left foot, sock, then shoe.
Yeah,
what happens if there's like a fire or something? Yeah. And then you're with one shoe, one sock, and
you gotta run along the curb.
Trust me, I could run across glass with my feet.
Oh, dude, that does not sound
Me
safe
too, if there's a fire.
No, like just for fun.
All right, should we break some glass?
So many things I want to try. I want to watch you run across glass. I want to watch her pee in the shower.
Let's do hers first. That is it for news.
All right, 727-579-1025 or the phone number is Dominic Ferriello will be here to take your legal calls. Ask the Dom next.
The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone. Now, another traffic update.
Brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, a wreck I-4 westbound.